Hello, this is Dale, and this is Friday, April 4th. Today what I'm going to do is explain putting on an iron condor on the RUT, the Russell 2000, and this is going to be for the May expiration month. So today is the entry, and then we will follow it along, and I will show you how we manage this trade, and then finally how we're going to exit the trade. Remember, this is not a recommendation to buy or sell. Options Infinity LLC is not a brokerage firm. Our instruction is for educational purposes only. Let me bring over Thinkorswim here, and we'll take a look at the RUT as the RUT is down a bunch today. But one of the things that I follow very closely is the Arun indicator. The Arun indicator, the green line, is the number of bullish or new highs in the last 25-day period. And the red is the number of new lows in the last 25-day period. When both of these are heading down, that shows that the market for RUT has been pretty much sideways, and that's a great time to go ahead and put in an iron condor. An iron condor is when you sell two vertical spreads. One is the bear call spread, where you're selling a deep out of the money option, and then you're buying one slightly further out of the money for protection. And the same thing's true on the put side. We're selling a deep out of the money put and buying one a little further out of the money for protection. This is an iron condor. It's the combination of a bear call and a bull put vertical credit spread. You're going to get credit in one direction and the other direction. So if it goes sideways, like the Arun indicator is showing right now, we can profit from both directions. This is a trade that doesn't have to go in any particular direction. As a matter of fact, you'd like to see it come down, go up, come down, go up, and oscillate just like it has been for a while. And that's how you get a theta trade to work, because every day you're in that trade, the premium from the option that you sold is going to decay. And that's how we make our money. How did I determine these strike prices that you get into? You go on the trade tab, you come in here to the May expiration month. What I first look for is a delta of about 0.10. Now that means a delta of about 0.10 has a probability of it being in the money of only about 10%. So if you have a call with a probability of only 10% being in the money, or a put with only probability of only being 10% in the money, you've got a very, very high probability trade. So what we're doing is we're selling the 1040, which has a delta of about 0.10, and then we're going to buy the 1030 put, and that is for protection. On the call side, what we're doing is we're looking at to sell the call, the 1230 call that has a delta of 0.10, and then buying one further out, or the 1240 call, for protection. This is called an iron condor. Okay. Once I have that set up, what we're going to do is manage that according to the risk profile. This is what the risk profile looks like for an iron condor. This is the maximum amount you can make. It is a limited profit trade, but it also, when you buy one further out of the money, it limits your risk. We're not selling naked. This risk could be unlimited, and we don't want to do that. And I'll explain this risk profile more as we go through managing the trade, but this is the one we're looking at, where we sold the 1230, bought the 1240 call, sold the 1040, bought the 1030 put. And for that, when we did it, we got $1.70 worth of credit. What does that mean? Well, for every one contract of the RUT, for every one contract, you have the potential of making about $170 or $1.70 credit times 100 shares in one iron condor. So that's 100 times the $1.70 credit, or $170. I usually like to go in with about 10 contracts, so I'm looking at about a $1,700 return. Okay, now the margin requirement, you don't have to put the money up, you just have to have this money in your account, is going to be the $1,000, because you've got a spread of 10 points times, again, 100 shares, or $1,000. The broker is going to require you to have $1,000 per contract for margin. So if you have 10 of these, you've got $10,000 required of margin, with the potential of making $1,700 by the third week in May, or 17%. Now, I use this strategy to earn on a monthly basis, and I will get out long before getting to the 17%, or long before expiration, because as it gets closer to expiration, if you've made a good portion of that 17%, why not get out and mitigate your risks? So this is the trade as we're setting it up today, Friday, April 4th. This is good now until, let's see, when would it be? May. I'm not sure exactly when that date is. Let me get out my calendar real quick. Yeah, the third week in May would be Friday, May 16th. So we're going to have this, you've got this trade on for 41 days. We're only going to keep it on for less than that and get out of the trade. But this is the setup as we're getting it right now. This is the setup. We're selling the 1230 and buying the 1240 call, and we're selling the 1040 and buying the 1030 put. And I got in for $1.70 credit. You can see right now it currently is $1.65, which is fine. That's still 16.5% for the month. And I look forward to relaying how this trade is going in the next couple of videos as we manage the trade, basically using this risk profile. What I would suggest that everybody do is try this on paper. Try this on paper. Either set the trade up in a paper trading account or write it down on a piece of paper, so that as we go through it, you can follow this and hopefully pick up what I believe is one of the most powerful strategies available in the marketplace today. You don't need to know the direction. You need to, once you set this up, you're taking advantage of the high-priced premiums way out of the money of a very large contract, and that's the RUT. I'll be talking to you later on. Bye-bye now.